What are the challenges of the UN Security Council Resolution 1325 based NAPs, the National Action Plans, from policy to practice? What challenges would you talk about, and what suggestions would you have for implementers on the ground?
The challenge always of an international instrument like Resolution 1325 on Women, Peace and Security is that it's one of relevance, and because many times we try to get an international law and see how it fits on the local level, when in fact we have to make the local level the main base for decisions about what we are going to do with an international instrument, or else anything that is irrelevant is not implementable and is not sustainable. So we should, knowing the framework, knowing that 1325 insists on women's participation, protection, so all of these things must be translated to what is relevant on the local level. For example, in Davao City, when we were advocating for the implementation of the National Action Plan, we talked to the Committee on Peace of our local council and asked them what is it that they were interested in, what was it that was on their agenda that could be relevant to 1325. And they were talking about rebel returnees, the people who were coming back to the fold, as it were, and what could be done with them. And so that became the starting point for the discussion as to how 1325 would be implementable in the city. So that is my advice, I think, for people who want to use the Resolution 1325, which is a very good hook to use. But the hook is not quite, if it is not relevant to the local level, it is much more difficult to implement. And so my advice is always, okay, from 1325 to localization, but also popularization, because the public opinion is very important in the implementation of any international instrument. So education, popularization, that will provide the environment where implementation becomes relevant, becomes important. Or else, without public opinion, without an educated population or public opinion, there is no push for the implementation of that any kind of international instrument. Because the international instrument, that's somewhere else that was developed and agreed on in far away. It could be very far away as far as the local communities are concerned. So it's for anybody who wants to do advocacy, always to make it relevant to the people that are affected by all the issues that are contained in that international instrument.